Hello guys, and welcome back to chemistry class. It's chemistry, and of course today we'll continue our study on, of course, oxidation and, and reduction reactions. It has been a very stellar topic we have been enjoying ourselves, and if you are just joining us, please, there are so many episodes that you have not watched. Please go back and watch them. And today we are going to learn how to determine oxidation states of elements in compounds. How to determine the oxidation states of elements in a compound. All right, so it's a very easy topic. You just need to know a little bit of mathematics. All right, so please make sure you are taking your math serious. Even though you want to study medicine or you want to study any course that's not related to mathematics, please take your math serious, because in your post-UTME, the schools will use math to kick you out. So please make sure you are serious with your math as much as you are serious with other subjects. All right, because math is a subject we need in our daily life. It's applicable in our daily life. So today we're looking at how to determine the oxidation states of elements in a compound. I give you a compound and I told you to determine the oxidation state of a particular element in that compound. How do you do it? All right, it's by simple calculation, and we're going to look at it today. So before we begin, know that this video tutorial is brought to you by the best CBT practice app. That's the O3SCHOOLS JAMB app. It is all you need for sure success in your examination. All right, it has wonderful features like one, the classroom feature. The classroom feature, if you're in the classroom learning or trying to answer questions, right? There's a chatbot there. There's an AI-powered chatbot there that you can chat with in case you are confused. All right. So what the chatbot does is to lead you to the answer. It does not just tell you the answer, right? You can interact with it. You can ask it any question that's related to what you are trying to decipher, but it will not tell you the answer to the question. And the chatbot is very smart. It knows the question you are particularly on right now. It knows everything around that question. So when you ask it questions related to that, it will tell you, but it will not just tell you that the answer is A or B. In that way, making study very stellar and interesting. It's a feature you want to try. There are so many modes on the app. There's the exam mode, there's a mock mode, there's a practice mode, there's a study mode. You can take as many mocks as possible on the app before your main JAMB exam. Even when they're saying JAMB mock exam, you will not even need to go and write, because you have already done what yours on the app. Also, there are other features like the question search feature, where you can search for questions by topic, and all the questions that JAMB has set under a particular topic will be shown to you. Also, the wonderful feature called the UTME challenge is a challenge that will conduct for all students that are writing JAMB for a particular year to win prizes, and of course, not only to win prizes, because we do that challenge every Saturday till 1 week to your exam. So you have an opportunity to participate in as many challenges to win wonderful and amazing prizes. Aside that, you are seeing how JAMB said their question. You are getting used to how JAMB said their question, because all the questions in the challenge are JAMB standard questions. So you are getting used to how JAMB said their question, and your confidence is brewing for the main exam. It's an app you do not want to play with. Please jump on Play Store right now, download that app on your phone and activate it. The app is also available for your computers in case you want to have it on your computers. It's available. If you need the one for your computer, just send a message on WhatsApp on this number 09121515246. Send a message on WhatsApp. Some of you will not hear. You'll be calling, right? Just send a message on WhatsApp that, sir, or please, I need the link to download for my computer. All right, and the link will be sent to you. If you want to activate the app, activation is 3,000 naira. Also, if you want to activate, just say I want to activate my app. The direction for activation will be sent to you. Just make the payment free. It's not scam. All right, take it from me, it's not scam. All right, so let's continue from where we stopped. How to determine the oxidation state of elements in a compound. I'm going to take a number of questions to explain this. Let's see an example. Example one. Example one, say, what is the oxidation number? What is the, I think I'll just make this part very fast so that we'll just see the question on the board. You are welcome back. All right, so this is the question before us. They say, what is the oxidation number of sulfur in the following compounds? Number one, we have sulfur 4 what oxide. Now, the only rule that we need here is the second rule I gave you when we're trying to explain how to assign oxidation number. And I told you that for an uncharged compound, the oxidation number is what? Is zero. The oxidation number for an uncharged compound is zero. All right. A compound that just standing alone does not have any charge on it. The sum of all the oxidation number of elements in the molecule of that compound are what? Are equals to what? Zero. So that is the first rule that you need to bring to heart while you are doing this. Then the third one also, we say what? A charged atom or radical, we have an oxidation number corresponding or equivalent to its charge. All right, so I want to use both of those rules here today. Okay, so let's see solutions. So the first one, they said, what is the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur 4 oxide? That is SO2. All right. All right, so let's do that. Okay, we're having what? SO2, that is number one. Now we're looking for sulfur. So what you simply do, you say what? S, then plus. Okay, now when it comes to what? Oxygen, what's the oxidation number of oxygen? Oxidation number of oxygen in what? In almost all of its compounds is what? It's -2, except for peroxide, where it has an oxidation number of -1. So S plus O2, that is oxygen is what? Is 2, that is -2 into, we are still seeing 2 down here, right? We are seeing 2 down here, so you put 2 here also, right? Because there are what? 2 atoms of what? Oxygen here. So -2, which is the oxidation number of what? Oxygen here, then times 2, which is what? The number of what? Atoms of what? Oxygen that are present in the compound we are currently discussing, and everything will be equal to what? 0, because the oxidation number of all the elements in a compound, in a molecule of a compound, is what? Is 0 for an uncharged atom. All right, so now S, I'm going to have S plus -2 times -2 times 2 is what? Is -4. S plus -4 is equal to 0. So I'm going to have S plus times minus is what? Is minus. I have minus what? 4 is equal to 0. And this means that what? S is equal to -4 will come here. It will come -4 will come here, turns to what? +4. 4 plus 0 is what? Is 4. So I'm going to have +4. That means that the oxidation what? The oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur 4 oxide is what? Is 4. That's why we say sulfur 4 oxide. That's how we call it, sulfur 4 oxide. All right. Now, number 2. I'm sure that one is very clear. Now, number 2, we are told to find the oxidation number of what? Of sulfur in sulfur what? In sulfur 6 oxide. I think this is 6, supposed to be 6, because I've done sulfur 4 already. Now, sulfur 6 oxide, that is SO3. All right. Now, the same thing we did here is what I'm going to do here. All right. I'm going to have S, then plus -2 into what? 3 is equal to 0. Because in this case, there are 3 atoms of what? Of oxygen. So I'm going to have S plus -2 times 3 is what? -6 is equal to 0. Plus times minus is minus. So S minus 6 is equal to 0. This means that S is -6 will come here. All right. So it becomes what? +6. +6 plus 0 is what? Is 6. So you have what? +6. That is why the oxidation number of what? Sulfur in SO3 is what? Is 6. That's why we call this what? A compound sulfur 6 oxide. Sulfur 6 oxide. Sulfur 6 oxide. Sulfur 4 oxide. Sulfur 4 oxide. Sulfur 6 oxide. All right. Now let's go number 3. All right. Now let's see hydrogen what? Sulfite ion. Now, if you see in this case, you are seeing HSO3 minus. They say this is a radical, right? This compound here has what? A charge on it. This is a radical. All right. So now, if I have to find what the oxidation what number of sulfur, it will be different for what? This. So we have to apply both what? Rule 2 and rule 3 to it. All right. And now that means I'm going to have hydrogen is what? Is +1, right? I'm going to have +1, then plus sulfur is what? Sulfur is sulfur we're looking for. So write S, then plus oxygen is what? -2. -2 into what? How many atoms of oxygen? 3. Then it's equals to, instead of saying equals to 0 now, it will be equals to this charge on the what? On the radical. That's what? Equals to what? -1. You get it? That is that. So it will be equal to what? -1. Using what? Rule 3, when we say what? For a radical, for a charged radical or atom, right? the oxidation number will correspond or be equivalent to what? To its charge. The charge here is -1, so everything, the sum of everything will go to what? -1. So we're going to have +1, that's 1, then plus sulfur, then plus -2 times 3 is what? 6. I have -6 in bracket is equal to what? -1. All right. Now let's open this bracket. I have 1 plus S minus plus times minus is minus. That's -6 is -1. Then 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6 is what? -5. So S minus 5 is equal to -1. So -5 will come to this side. The -5 is crossing to the other side, right? It wants to what? +5. So we're going to have, let us bring it here so that you see it. So, okay, well, let's take it up so that you see it clearly, please. Let's take it up so that you see it clearly. I think we are done with this one, too. We're done with this one, all right? Okay, so if I bring it down here, I'm going to have S minus what? 5 is equal to -1. Okay, so this is what I was explaining. -5 is crossing to this side. Minus is crossing the sign of equality to turn to what? Plus. So we're going to have S is equal to what now? -1 plus what? 5. So S now is equal to what? -1 plus 5 is what? Is 4. Is +4. So the oxidation number of sulfur in this is what? Is 4. Okay? All right. So that is that for HSO3 what? Minus. Now, let's look at the next one. We have done this. So for cis oxide now is now what? Hydrogen sulfide ion. We have done this. Okay, so now we're looking at our triazosulfuric what? Acid. That's H2SO3. Okay, so let's see that is number 4. H2SO3. So we're looking for the oxidation number of what? Of hydrogen in of sulfur in H2SO3. The same thing we do. Oxidation state of what? Hydrogen here is +1. So you have 1 into what? 2, because there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, then plus sulfur, then plus oxygen is -2. So I have what? Minus what? 2 into what? 3 is equal to, this is an uncharged atom, so it comes what? 0. So now 2 times 1 is 2 plus sulfur S, then plus -2 times 3 is what? -6 is equal to 0. All right. So I'm going to have 2 plus S minus plus times minus is what? Is minus. So I'm going to have -6 is equal to 0. Okay. So now 2 minus 6. This is +2 minus 6 is what? -4. So I have S minus 4 is equal to 0. And since S minus 4 is equal to 0, that means -4 will cross the sign of equality to go and meet 0. So S now because of what now? +4. Because +4 plus 0 is also what? +4. All right. So the oxidation number of what? Of sulfur in that compound in H2SO3 because of what now? +4. All right. Now let's see the next one. That's number 5. That's hydrogen sulfide. Okay, the same thing. Oxidation state of what? Of hydrogen here is +1. So you have 2 into 1 plus S is equal to 0. Okay, so I have 2 plus what? S is equal to what? 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so +2 is crossing to this side. It's crossing to the other side. So of course now sulfur is equal to what now? Minus what? 2. All right. The oxidation state of what? Of sulfur in hydrogen sulfide is what? Is -2. Okay, now let's go to the next one. I've done number 4. I've done number 5. Now let's look at the next one, tetraoxosulfuric acid, H2SO4. Okay, let's look at H2SO4. So that number 6 now, H2SO4. The same thing, oxidation state of what? Hydrogen here is +1. So you have 2 into 1 plus sulfur S plus, yes, my oxygen is -2, right? So I have -2 into what? 4 is equal to 0. Very simple. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2 plus S plus -2 times 4 is what? -8 is equal to 0. All right, so I'll call this in bracket. Plus times minus is minus. So I have 2 plus S minus 8 is equal to 0. Now you now ask yourself, what is 2 minus 8? 2 minus 8 is what? Is -6. 2 minus 8 is -6. That means S minus 6 is equal to what? 0. -6 will cross. When it crosses to the other side, I'm going to have what now? S equals to what? +6. So, as you can see, why this one is called tetraoxosulfuric acid. Tetraoxosulfuric what? Acid. All right. The oxidation what number of sulfur in H2SO4 is what? Is +6. Now we'll go to the 7th one. right, which is sodium thiosulfate. Number 7, sodium thiosulfate S2O3. We're told to look for the oxidation what number of sulfur in this compound. So sodium is what is a group 1 what element, isn't it? So it has what just one what uh, oxidation number of what of +1. So we have 2 atoms of sodium here, so we're going to have 2 into what 1, then plus sulfur is what we're looking for sulfur, but sulfur has for 2 atoms here. So we'll now say 2s instead of what? Just s. Because there are 2 atoms of sulfur here. So it will be what? 2s. All right, let's clean this. I've done this. Then, of course, plus oxidation state of oxygen is what? -2. So I have -2 into what? 3 is equals to what? 0. I hope that is very clear. All right, so 2 times 1 is what? Is 2. Then plus 2s. What is 2s? Sulfur is what? Is s, right? So I have 2s. Then plus, of course, -2 times 3 is what? Is -6. -6 is equal to 0. All right. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2s plus times minus is what? Is minus. Let's open this bracket. You have -6 is equal to 0. Now 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6 is -4. So I'm going to have 2s minus 4 is equal to 0. So that means that 2s is equal to -4 will cross, it turn to what? 4. So what we do to find what s, divide both sides by 2, such that what? 2s over 2 is equal to what? 4 over 2. 2 will cancel 2, and s is equal to 4 over 2 is what? Is 2. The oxidation number of what? Of sulfur in sodium thiosulfate is what? Is 2. All right, so this is how to look for the oxidation number of what? Of elements in a what? In a compound. Very easy. Easy what peasy. Now let's take another example and then we are done with this class. Please, if you have not liked this video, what you are doing is very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. What you are doing is very, very wrong. Please like this video so that other students can easily find this video. Just click on that like button below this video. And of course, if you have not subscribed, you are doing yourself, because once you subscribe, whenever we publish a new video like this, you will get a notification on your phone that O3 Schools has just published a new video, and then you can join us. And likewise, do not forget to share this video to your friends and class group. Now let's see another example. I'm going to fast forward this part so that we'll just see the question on the board to save time. All right, so let's see. All right, you're welcome back to the class. So we're given this question. We're told to determine the oxidation number of these elements in what? These compounds. It's very easy. It's not different from what we have done before. Right, so just calm down. Okay, so let's head on to it. It's just a little bit more complicated. Okay, so let's do that. The same idea we had. So for the first one, number 1, we're giving CuiO32. We're told to find the oxidation number of I in the compound. All right, so let's do that. Of course, copper is what? Copper has what? An oxidation number of what? Of +2. Okay, so we're going to have Cu is already what? 2. So we have 2, then plus. Now, this is a bracket. You have to be very careful. So you are looking for I, then plus, of course, you are looking for what now? Oxygen is what? -2. That's -2 into what? 3. All right, you close it back. Close it back the way you saw it. All right, then you now what? 2. You now have 2 outside. So because of this 2 now, because this 2 is affecting both I and oxygen, so that means what? We're going to have 2 atoms of what? This 2 times whatever is inside here, and it should be equal to what? 0, because this is an uncharged compound. Very simple. So let's continue. So I'm going to have 2 plus, let's open this bracket, plus having I, then plus -2 times 3 is what? Is 6. So I have -6. So let us just leave this part, because plus times minus is minus. Let's just say I -6, then 2 is equal to 0. So we need to open this bracket. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2 times I is what? Is 2I. 2 times -6 is what? -12 is equal to 0. Hope you are getting it. So we're trying to what? Expand this bracket. We started from here. All right, -2 times 3 is -6. All right, plus times minus is what? Is minus. That's why I'm having I -6 here. Then 2 is equal to 0. So now what we do? We subtract what? 2 from what? -12. 2 minus 12 is what? Is -10. So I'm going to have 2I minus 10 is equal to 0. That means that what? what do? You carry 10 to this side so that what 2i remains on this side. So 2i now is equal to minus is crossing the sign of equality, you turn to what? Plus. So I is equal to what? Divide both sides by 2 to get I, 10 over 2, which is what? Plus 5. That means that the oxidation number of what? Of I in this compound is what? Is plus 5. Very what? Simple. All right. Now let's see number 2. Oxidation number of P in this compound, BaH2PO2 2. The same thing. Barium is a group 2 element. If you don't know now that barium is a group 2 element, you have failed this question. You first of all failed it. So I've done periodic table. Please go and watch your episodes on periodic table. Very easy, very easy. All right, so look into it. Now having what P in barium. So barium is a group 2 element, rather. So we're going to have what? Okay, that is Ba H2PO2 2. So Ba is what? 2 already, then plus. Oxidation number of what? Hydrogen here is what? Is plus 1. So I'm going to you open your bracket. I'm going to have 2 into 1 because there are 2 atoms of hydrogen here. Then plus phosphorus is what you are looking for. Then plus oxygen is what? Minus what? 2. So I have 2 atoms of minus 2 or 2 atoms of what? Of oxygen. So I'm going to have what? 2 into minus 2. Then you now close the bracket back the way you saw it. Then you now put your 2 at behind. Then everything is equal to what? 0. I hope you get that. Okay. So that is very easy. Now barium, I'll come again. Barium is 2, right? Oxidation number of what? Barium is 2. Hydrogen is plus 1, right? Then plus P, which we are looking for. Then plus oxygen is minus 2. That's minus 2 times 2 atoms of oxygen, right? Everything multiplied by 2 is equal to 0. So now every other thing is easy peasy here. So let's open the brackets out. 2, then plus 2 times 1 is 2, plus P. 2 times 2 is what? Is 4. You're having minus 4 here. Plus times minus is also minus. So I do not want to put plus times minus again. We are past that level. We have already done all those. So now I'm going to have P minus what? 4 now. All in bracket, then 2 is equal to what? 0. Now 2 minus 4 here is what? 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So I'm going to have 2 plus into bracket 2. Sorry, is minus 2. That is P minus 2. Because 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Then 2 is equal to 0. Open this bracket now. I'm going to have 2 plus 2 times P is 2P. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. It's equal to what? 0. All right. So what do? 2 minus 4 is what? Minus 2 again. All right. So I'm going to have 2P minus 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. It's equal to 0. So what do you do now? You have to carry minus 2 to this side. So if I carry minus 2 to this side, let us complete it here. So 2P now is equal to what now? Minus 2 plus 0, which is what? 2. Divide both sides by 2. Divided by 2, divided by 2. 2 will cancel 2, 2 will cancel 2, and P is equal to plus 1. That means that the oxidation what? The oxidation number of phosphorus in this compound is what? Is plus 1. So you have to be very careful. Take it gently. Take it gently. By yourself, try and do this what thing. Try and what? Solve all the questions what in this episode what by yourself. And look for past questions on the O3SCHOOLS JAMB app and solve also. All right. Then of course, we have number 3. Let's do the last one. Ca2PO4 2. Okay, so the same knowledge is what I want to apply. Calcium is a group 2 element, so oxidation state will be plus 2. So of course, we're having 2 atoms of calcium. So I'm going to have 2 into what? 2. Then plus, of course, we're having what? Our bracket. So I'm going to open our bracket again. I'm going to have P. We're looking for oxidation number of what? Of P. Then plus oxygen is what? Minus 2. But there are 4 atoms of oxygen. So I have minus 2 times what? 4. Everything in bracket. You close it again. Then you put what? Your 2 is equal to what? Equals to 0. Should I go by that again? Let me do that. So see, calcium is what? Plus 2. 2 atoms of calcium is 2 times 2. Then phosphorus is P. Then oxygen is what? Minus 2. 4 atoms of oxygen is what? Minus 2 times 4. All right. Everything in bracket, right? Times 2. Then it's equal to 0. So let's do that. So we're going to have 2 times 2 is 4 here. Then plus we're going to have P. In brackets, we're going to have P minus 2 times 4. What's minus 2 times 4? That is minus 8. All right. Because it's already minus 8, let's use this plus to multiply the minus so that we could just write minus 8 directly. Plus times minus is what? Minus. So P minus 8. Then 2 is equal to 0. What we do is open this bracket so that 4 plus 2 times p is 2p minus 2 times 8 is 16 is equal to what? 0. All right. So what do we do? What to do next? Of course, 4 minus 16 is what? Is 12. 4 minus 16 is 12. 4 minus 16 is 12. So let's do that. 4 minus 16 is 12. We're going to have what? 4 minus 16. That is 2p minus what? 12. Because 4 minus 16 is 12. 2p minus what? 12 is equals to what now? 0. So divide, carry 12 to this side so that 2p is equals to minus 12 is crossing in terms of what? Plus 12. Then divide both sides by what? By 2 and by 2. 2 cancel 2 and p 2 divided by 12 is equals to what? 6. P equals to what? Plus 6. The oxidation state of phosphorus in this compound is what? Is plus 6. All right. So this is very, 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 very easy to do. So sometimes, like right now, I'm not too. I'm feeling something is wrong somewhere. So I need to check back again. Be very sure, right? So Ca is what? Plus 2. All right. 2 times 2, that is 4. Then plus, of course, phosphorus P, PO4. Okay, it's PO4. So that means minus 2 times 4. Then everything times 2 equals to 0. 4 plus P minus 8. Then 2 is equal to 0. 4 plus 2P minus 16 is 0. All right. So we are very correct so far. Now 4 minus 16 is what? Minus 12. All right. Minus 12. That is it here. So minus 12 you cross. It's on to what? Plus 12. Divide both sides by 2. You have what? P is equal to what? 6. So our answer is what is correct there. All right. So please, this is how we look for the oxidation number of what? Of elements in what? In compounds. All right. And of course, in the next class, we're going to continue learning about oxidation and reduction reaction until we do redox reaction. Actually, we do have to balance what? Redox reactions, and that will be the end of what? This episode and part of what? Types of reactions. All right. My name remains Owolabi Thank God, aka Master T. All right. And I'll see you in the next episode.